Hi, I'm McGarry. I'm a human development trainer, coach and author. Up to the last 3 years, my business offering involved training programs on management, leadership and personal effectiveness, and I also had a coaching practice. More recently, I've changed my focus totally to focus on the area of retirement, which I believe is a fascinating and an expansive time of life. You see, I'm passionate about the development of human potentials, and I see the retirement phase of life as no exception to continue our development. You see, we've been given the gift of 30 plus years, longer than our great-grandparents' generation. So the question I pose is, what are we going to do with the gift of these additional years? Now, I'd like to talk to you about my latest book, which is called Reignite Your Life, Rewire, Not Retire. And this book is all about successful transition to retirement and to live it authentically with passion, power and purpose. The book centers around the acronym REIGNITE, which is my 7-step model. And I'll go through the different aspects of that now with you. RE stands for a review and reflection of your life to date and deciding what you might want to take forward in your life and what you might like to shed. The I then stands for identity. What is your identity post-work? The G stands for goals, and goal setting is hugely important in this phase of life as well as all the other phases to date. N stands for negative thinking. And sometimes we can get into negative thinking mode, and it's important to be able to spot this, stop these automatic thoughts and combat them and have more life-affirming ways of looking at things and thinking. The next I stands for integrate, and that means integrating the highest version of you, the best version of you, and that is really your authentic self. The T links in with the goals, and this T stands for taking action. Any goals that are set without taking action just merely remain aspirations. So goal setting and taking actions is hugely important. And then the last step, which is E, and that's about embracing and enjoying life. It's important that we live this life fully and be fully engaged with all aspects of our life and live it to the highest potential with passion, power and purpose. So that is the Reignite model, and each of the chapters of my book with these 7 steps is weaved with discussion on the particular topic, one of those 7 that we've just gone through. And then I give a client story to illustrate the point, and that is then followed with exercises which bed in the learning and help further integration of what we've spoken about. And finally, I have a coaching style model with reflective questions, all geared to engage the reader and make the work truly their own. So if we look at retirement in the marketplace, there is a plethora of books and advices with various financial institutions on the financial aspect to retirement, and very few have focused on the non-financial side. And these throw up real fears that retirees have, such as feelings of isolation post-work, loss of identity, loss of self-esteem, the grey divorce, and many other fears, whether they're irrational or otherwise, they're still legitimate fears. And my book, Reignite Your Life, Rewire, Not Retire, addresses all these serious issues, and not alone addresses them, but gives practical solutions to working through these so that people are confident and move into this significant transition to retirement with ease and excitement about their life, feeling that it is expansive rather than limiting. The message to my readers is very simply, reignite your life, rewire, not retire, live authentically with passion, power and purpose.